Hello, beautiful souls. Oh, don't look so tense. I'm thrilled to have an audience. You've arrived just in time for today's lesson. So grab a seat and get comfortable because this is about to get intensely personal. Today, we're diving into what happens when they cast you out, toss you to the wolves, and expect you to vanish. They thought you were done for, didn't they? But they missed something crucial. They misjudged you, assumed you were weak, disposable, a passing memory they could bury in the dirt and move on from. What a laugh. They thought by throwing you into darkness, by feeding you to the hungry beasts, you'd be silenced, erased, forgotten. But that's not how this story ends, is it? Because when they left you for dead, something shifted. Deep inside, a power they could never imagine was set free. That timid version of you, the one they believed would crumble out there in the wilderness, is gone forever. And in its place, something they never saw coming. A warrior born from the very shadows they tried to bury you in. Oh yes, they thought they threw you to the wolves. But here's the twist: they didn't realize that you wouldn't just survive, you'd return. And not as prey. You came back as the master of the wolves. Those snarling, ruthless beasts now bow to you. Because you didn't fight them, you became one of them. They thought they broke you, but all they did was forge a force they can't comprehend. People like them, they're simple-minded. They think power is only for those at the top, those holding the cards, standing in the sunlight. But you and I, we know where true power lives. It thrives in the dark, in the places they're too afraid to go. Real power grows from suffering, from the pain, from being cast aside and emerging stronger. They thought they left you in ruins, but all they did was fuel the creation of a leader they never wanted to face. They didn't just discard you. They created something they'll live to regret. Now they'll come to realize that the person they tried to destroy isn't just alive, no. You're a nightmare in the flesh. You've become the very thing they dread. They didn't crush you, they awakened their worst fear. The wolves they set loose to tear you apart. Now, they answer to you. You're no longer just a survivor, you're a ruler, a force of nature that commands those who once sought to devour you. And oh, how it burns them. They can't even stand to look your way because your strength reminds them of their failure. Weakness. That's something they can't face, but they see it in themselves every time they see you rise. And the best part, they won't know how to stop you. They'll pretend they're still in control, clinging to the illusion that they've got the upper hand. And you'll let them believe that, just for a while longer, until the moment comes to show them just how powerless they truly are. So, my friends, the choice is yours. Will you stay in the shadows, watching quietly? Or are you ready to step up, to seize what's yours, to lead with a force they never thought possible? Because now is your time. Now's the moment to choose. Will you be the prey, or will you rise as the predator? And if you're ready to take on the latter, then welcome to the pack. Long live the leader. And as you stand here now, understand this: you're no longer simply a part of their world. No, you've redefined it. They tried to mold you, control you, but they failed to see the power of resilience. They failed to understand that every attempt to tear you down only built you back up stronger, sharper, unbreakable. They thought the darkness would consume you, but it became your ally, your armor, the force that propelled you beyond anything they could comprehend. Now, as you look around, you see it clearly: those who once held the power are powerless to halt your rise. Their whispers and doubts fall like dust. They wanted to define you by their standards, their limits, their rules. But now it's your rules, your limits, your game. You've reshaped yourself into something they'll never control, never predict, and certainly never defeat. So ask yourself, what's stopping you now? You've stared down the wolves, walked through their shadows, and come out on the other side undefeated. You're not here to seek approval, to ask permission. You're here to lead, to take what's rightfully yours, to claim the throne they never wanted you to have. And as you step forward, remember this: every person who doubted, every challenge they threw, every closed door, it's all behind you. And now, you're unstoppable. They'll try to decipher your strength, to dissect your story, but they'll never understand it. Because true power isn't handed out, it's earned, crafted in the fires of adversity, sharpened by every battle, every betrayal. They'll see the confidence in your stride, the unwavering resolve in your eyes. But they'll never know the full weight of the storms you've survived, they'll never grasp the sheer force you've become. And in those silent moments, when they think they're safe, that's when they'll feel it. That's when the room changes, the air shifts, and everyone knows you've arrived. You are no longer simply a part of their world, you are the one who reshapes it. You don't just survive, you conquer. And when they realize the depths of your strength, they'll be left with one undeniable truth: you're not here for them, you're here for you. So to the wolves, to the doubters, to every soul that ever questioned your fire, let them watch, let them wonder. Because you are not here to fit in, to follow, to fade. You are here to rise, to lead, to make your mark. The time has come to own every part of who you are, to embrace the legacy of resilience you've built. Step forward, take charge, and let the world feel the power of your unstoppable spirit. Long live the leader.